Good day everyone, my name is John Lloyd Tumangong. And now let's start talking about inflectional morphemes. So when we say inflectional morphemes, it refers to a process of word formation in which items are added to the base form of a word to express grammatical meanings. So the word inflection, it comes from the Latin inflector, meaning to bend. So when we say inflectional morphology, it is the functional or grammatical change in the word. For example, brighten. So when you add is, it comes brighten. And adding an ing, it comes brightening. And when you add it another a with ad, it comes brightened. Number 2, when you add it with er, it comes greater. And when you add it est, it comes greatest. Number 3, boy comes boys with apostrophe and is comes boys. And the next is derivational morphemes. So a derivational morpheme, it is an affix, a group of letters added before the beginning, it called prefix, or after the end suffix of a root or base word to create a new word or a new form of an existing word. For example, nature comes natural and naturally, and unnatural and comes unnaturally, from naturalist into naturalistic, and naturalistically, naturalize, and naturalization. So what are the difference between inflectional and derivational morphemes? First, inflectional morphemes never change the grammatical category. It's the part of speech of a word. For example, tall and taller are both adjectives. So the inflectional morpheme with so it's the comparative marker, simply produces a different version of the adjective tall. However, derivational morphemes often change the part of speech of a word. Thus, the verb read becomes the noun reader when we add the derivational morpheme with it is simply that read is a verb, but reader is a noun. However, some derivational morphemes do not change the grammatical category of a word. For example, such a derivational prefix is re and un in English generally do not change the category of the word to which they are attached. So thus both happy and unhappy are adjectives, and both feel and refill are verbs. The next is neologism. So when we say neologism, it is a newly invented word or phrase. And also it is the act of inventing a word or phrase. So a neologism, it's a newly coined word or expression. A new word that is created to give a new object or concept. So it's the innovations in the law of contracts, torts, and damages have led to the coining of neologism. For example, smoke plus fog. So we change it to smug, and breakfast plus lunch, it called brunch. Spoon plus fork is pork. So it is the directly words. It's the introduction of new words or the use of old words in a new sense. Last but not the least, affixation. Affixation is the formation of words by adding derivational affixes to different types of pieces. So an affix, it is not throat or a bound morpheme that modifies the meaning and or syntactic category of the stem. Summary. Affixes are classified into prefixes and suffixes. When we see affixation, it is the result of adding an affix to a root word. And also, it's a formation of a word by means of an affix and the act of attaching or fixing something. For example, the prefix is pre and the root word is plan, and the suffix is ing, and the new word is pre-planning. and the prefix are e. The root word is charge. The suffix is ing, and the new word is recharging. The prefix is an, and the root word is button. And the suffix is id, and the new word is unbutton. This disinfected m plus the root word is patient, and the suffix is ly, and the new word is impatiently, and prefix is in, and the root word is sincere. The suffix is ly, and the new word is insincerely.